Oscar award-winning actress Viola Davis, in her new role, the WaMen King, Not Really, says that if you don't go see it, you may just be a Rahcist. Well, I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this is what's next. Hey, what's up guys? Jasper Gonzo here, another episode of What's Next, your daily dose, vacation edition. Well, being that we are on the tail end of summer, from a pop culture and movie-wise, well, you still have a slate of movies that are coming and should be very interesting. One particular, it is so incredible, so energetic, so Herculean in effort, it will make your mind go poof. We talk about Black Adam? No. Aquaman 2? No. The upcoming Black Panther 2? No, not even that. The WaMen King? Yeah, let's take a look. This comes out of Bounding Into Comics. Viola Davis says audiences that don't see the WaMen King support the narrative that Black women can't lead the box office globally. Bullshit. But anyway, according to Viola Davis, the audience member who declines to financially support the WaMen King is seen in the film in theaters as supporting the narrative that Black women cannot lead the box office globally. And there you see Viola Davis there, Oscar award-winning Viola Davis. Set in the historical African kingdom of Dahomey, now modern-day Benin, during the opening years of the 1820s, the WaMen King tells a fictionalized version of the 1823 Dahomey Revolt, focusing on General Nasik Davis and her all-female warriors as they fight to liberate the state from subordination under the rival Oyo Empire. Despite the real-world Dahomey kingdom having heavily participated in the era's Atlantic slave trade, slavers would regularly take humans from neighboring tribes in a way of war, specifically targeting restocking raids of either selling them off to Europeans or keeping them as personal property, with the practice of only coming to the end thanks to intervention of the British Navy. Reviews of the soon-to-be-released film indicate that the WaMen King will handle the subject by depicting its protagonist, General Nansiska, as a leading voice in the opposition of the practice. However, regardless of this particular stain on the kingdom's history, many reviewers have taken to the lauding the film as a highlight of Black excellence, with comparisons to Marvel's Black Panther regularly being tossed around in general conversations. That's not going a stretch here. One such media personality was Tyrone Edwards, a current co-host of the Canadian entertainment talk show E-Talk, who not only praised the films directly to Davis during the September 12th premiere in Toronto, but also inquired her thoughts on how audiences can prevent the hype surrounding the WaMen King and other Black-led movies from being just a moment. But this particular clip, indeed, pretty much puts it all in perspective.
And I was talking to Lashana Lynch. She said, you know, I'm tired of these Black movies it just being a moment. And for some reason, she felt like this isn't just a moment. This can be the new normal going forward. And that wasn't what I planned to ask you today, but that resonated with me. What do you think about that in terms of moving forward and making this normal? Because this carpet feels different for me. I've been doing this for a while.
Absolutely. I completely 100% agree. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing I'm going to add to that.
Okay.
It will just be a moment if people don't come see the movie.
Hey, you heard?
Okay?
That's right.
Because you're sending a very clear message to a machine called Hollywood. Mm-hmm. A machine called Hollywood is interested in green. It just is. It is what I do. So
Fact.
If you don't come see it, then you're sending a message that Black women cannot lead the box office globally.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I was talking to your co-star, Lashana Lynch, Edwards said, and she said, you know, I'm tired of these Black movies being just a moment. And for some reason, she felt like this isn't a moment. This can be a new normal going forward. That wasn't what I planned to ask you today. What do you think about in terms of moving forward and making this normal? Because the carpet feels different to me. I've been doing this for quite a while. I'm sure you have, Tyrone. Davis replied, absolutely, 100% agreed. However, she did have one caveat. She told Edwards, but here's the thing. I'm going to add that it will just be a moment if people don't come to see the movie. That's what it comes down to. Will they come out? Me? You'll hear my thoughts at the end. Quote, "You're sending a clear message to Hollywood and machine. Hollywood is interested in green and green only. You're sending a message that black women cannot lead the box office globally," which again, I will say, bullshit. You are supporting that narrative. The double Suicide Squad star accused. If you are one to normalize it, come and see it the same way you would see Black Panther, Iron Man, Spider-Man, any other movie that doesn't have any of us in it, or one of us, or two in it. The ridiculousness of the comment. And to me, Viola Davis has been in this game long enough. She has won, I think she's won an Emmy, and I know she's won an Oscar. So she is no newbie to this. She knows how the game is played. But I agree with her that Hollywood is a machine, and Hollywood only cares about the monies. So when you've had Black Widow crash and burn, Shang-Chi and the 10 bracelets crash and burn, the Eternal garbage crash and burn, Thor 4 emasculated into bald crash and burn. But then here comes Tom Cruise and, Top Gun Maverick. $1.5 billion and climbing because it didn't play to the narrative. It didn't play to the wokeness. It was patriotic, great storyline, great acting. It was above the board. And that's what any audience member wants. All the audience wants, us, is good stories, good characters, and not to be preached to, not to be indoctrinated to. That is what we want. Whether it's Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel, DC, the WaMen King. Well, we all know when women can't be kings, you should have been the WaMen Queen, but then again, I'm just putting out facts. But with this, Viola Davis makes a fatal mistake. She basically plays into the narrative. She plays into the woke mob, and that's what the woke mob wants. Because she easily could have said, making a movie like this was very difficult. It is based on somewhat historical fact, other creative licensing. But at the end, it's got a good storyline, it's got a good protagonist, it's got a good antagonist. I hope you enjoy it. But I think anybody with common sense would look at the WaMen King and say, no, it's not going to be a Black Panther 2. No, it's not going to be a Spider-Man. It's not going to be an Iron Man. It's not going to be a Wonder Woman. It's not going to be a Black Adam. It's not going to be Blade. It's not going to be none of these. One, has no ties. Two, on the other hand, what is the WaMen King? The WaMen King is about checking off boxes. Woman, vag, Karen, trans, gays, this, that, and the other. Checking off all kinds of boxes. I am a WaMen King. Hear me roar. Stop it. But what has been the one consistent? The fans didn't show. We didn't come out to see these atrocities because that's what they are. Because it's all about box checking and nothing about good storyline, great characters, these things that make a great movie. No. She's right that if they don't come out, if we don't come out, then this movie means nothing. Then it becomes, quote unquote, a moment, which it will, because it will not live up to any of the movies that I just mentioned. Or even upcoming movies like John Wick. It's not. It's not. So, but I hope the movie does well. If it's got a great story, people are going to come and see it. If it's about box checking, we will stay home. And I don't care what color you are. They will stay home, Viola. They will stay home. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.